Okay, it's Colin from Jeeping.Net. I wanted to give you a review of the Wrangler Duratrac. This has been a tire I've wanted to try for a very long time. Everyone says it's a great all-round tire, and I must say my initial review of it's very good. I've had these tires for a year now, so I've had them in all different conditions, and this is a Grand Cherokee that they're currently installed on, using JK Sahara rims. These are the 18-inch. I did come from a 20-inch rim on this tire. And I will talk about that in a separate video. I'm actually going to talk about these rims, these tires on this specific model vehicle. And when that video is ready, I'll have a link for that probably right up here. I already have a video ready on a review of this vehicle, and that link will be right here. So all in all, these tires are excellent. I've had them for a full year. They are wearing very good. In fact, you know, I haven't measured them, but I would say that there's very little wear on them. They have been excellent in all conditions. I live here in the country, in our country home, and we have very deep snow here this winter. We had a record-breaking snow, actually. I forget exactly how much snow, but I know we actually had 6 feet of snow here on the ground at one point, like 6 feet deep. I had to dig steps to get into the house here. And these things did amazing. My wife works at the hospital, and she has to be on an emergency call, and these tires got through snow that I did not think was possible. In fact, I would say it made it through snow that our old IROCs would not have on our old Jeep. And I know that says a lot. So the road manners of these tires are very good. There is a little bit of lane change whirr. I've heard other people talk about that. I didn't know what it would feel like. And basically it's when you go to change a lane, the tires kind of want to keep going the same direction for a quick second, then you kind of get a little wiggle over the side. It does happen. I think it has to do with the large profile of these tires. Them being a little soft, the lugs do move a little bit on them. It's really not a problem. You get used to it pretty quick. But when other people have driven the vehicle, they kind of feel it too. They're like, whoa, that's a little weird. They are noisy. Compared to any other AT tire I've had, these are the noisiest. They're not as noisy as an MT tire. I would say these are a very aggressive AT tire, borderline MT. I know some MTs that are not even as aggressive as these tires. The protection for them off-road is very quite good. There's actually quite a nice little lip here to protect the rim. I have heard of problems with the sidewalls with these tires. I have not had a problem. I did buy the E-rated version of these tires. Meaning that they're a little more thicker and they probably have a bit more thicker sidewall. But all in all, I really like these tires. If I buy another JK that's going to be for daily use, these are the tires that are going on it. I reckon these tires are anyone, even a weekend warrior, something that goes out every weekend, these are a great tire. They help you get to work very easily. They're very smooth. They balance nicely. The only negatives I would have to say with them is you probably saw me picking up rocks. They do pick up rocks very easily. So for people who have a pickup truck or something like that they don't want to scuff up the body with throwing rocks, this does throw rocks. I do have a few chips back here on the panel. They do easily pick up rocks. And I think that might be my only real negative. I do like that they added a bit of sidewall grip here. Great for off-road. When they air down, they do flex out pretty good. And they also tow nicely. As I said, these are E-rated. We've towed our 6,000-pound sailboat with them. The Grand Cherokee is limited at 77,000. But all in all, yeah, that's a tire. It's a great tire. I definitely recommend it. I hope to be doing another review on these in the next year or two. I hope to put them on a Wrangler and tell you some real life experience there. But all in all, I have to say, grab these tires if you have any doubt, especially if you're looking for a mild MT or a aggressive AT. These are a great tire. Only downside is that they are a little loud. Okay, that's it. This is Colin Jennings from Jeeping.Net.